Soldier's Joy. Yeah, someone didn't really know what they were doing. It was real terrible. Hello, YouTube world. I just want to go over a few things. I had a garage sale set up on Thursday inside of my Relics Antique Mall. They have an event center and they do for luncheons and things like that. It's a big open space. And they designate, I think they had 100 8 foot by 4 foot spaces. I rented one, should have had two. And I bought one of those racks at Sam's. It's 5 tiers, plastic, for 40 bucks. And I had more stuff in my space than anybody else did. I know I did. And I tried to make it like a real garage sale. I tried to have a little bit of everything. So a lot of people was specializing in one thing or not. And I kind of asked around to everybody, like, yeah, how's it going? And no one seemed very happy, like they sold much. The first day I sold $117 worth. I sold one football jersey for 65 bucks, Patrick Mahomes. And then I sold just random hats. I didn't sell a lot of stuff I was kind of hoping to get rid of, but on the second day I sold a vest, a harness thing for a bow hunter. It's camo that goes up in the tree, just an extra safety precaution. I think I sold that for $16. I bought it for $6 at Goodwill. I bought a sewing machine for 15 bucks at Goodwill. It was a Singer, one of those portable ones, and it still had the manual and everything with it. And it was 15, and I sold it for 39. It was one of those big, heavy, bulky things I didn't really want to put on Marketplace and do all that, so that worked out really well. And just a lot of hats that, I'm gonna make 10 bucks on eBay, and this way I can make 5 to 6 at the antique mall, just less work. So $117 the first day, and the second day I sold $122. And then yesterday, the last day, I only sold like $11 worth of stuff. And I even marked down a bunch of stuff. I got there early. But overall, I spent 50 bucks to have the booth, and I got rid of some stuff that may have been there forever. So it kind of works out. I kind of want to ask them if they'll do that again. I think it goes over well. You wouldn't believe that first day on Friday, it was right at 10 o'clock, people rushing by me. I hadn't got everything done yet. People about knocked me down. I'm trying to set up my booth. So there's a lot of people thinking they're getting some deals, and I found a couple deals. The last couple of days I've had so much that I'm gonna have to break it up into a few videos, because it was just, the records just find me now. Well, I left after setting up on Friday, and I went to the Goodwill. I actually put it in a video, and they usually mark golf clubs, if it's in a bag, like the whole bag, like everything, the whole contents, what it's worth, or they'll just take them out separately and put them separately into little racks. And for some reason, this one, they were priced individually, and they were in a golf bag. So it must be some different listing or something, I don't know, at this Goodwill. We have two in my town, and this one's the best one. And they were all a bunch of Northwestern clubs. I mean, no one wanted those back in the 80s, even given to them. They didn't even want them. And they had like $3 a piece on them. Like, that's stupid. And the bag was even $6. And it was a terrible bag in the 80s. It was damaged and whatever. But then I have to always look at the putter, so I pulled it up, $3, pulled it up, and it said, Ping Zing 2. And anybody that's a golfer knows, that's a great putter. And this was the old school vintage putter. This was, I think, 93. And it doesn't go for as much as I thought it might go. I think it's like 30, 35 bucks. But I've got some wood Ping Zing Karstens, a 3, a 1, and a 5. And I have a mid-90s golf bag. I might put that in my antique booth and put a pretty high price on it altogether, because for someone like me, if I would have been the best golfer back in when I was a sophomore and junior. If I just would have had this pink Zing, is what I told myself. But I always liked it because back then it was cool to think like, if you put it right here, it'll deaden it. So like when you're on these big hills and you can't get a ball to stop, I was like, if I just had that ping Zing, I could make that ball stop. Yeah, right. And then yesterday I was there at my garage sale and look, I had to go look around, and this was a really cool piece. It made me think of crazy lamp lady. But just ornate. I thought it was just so neat looking to get that to look like that, and it's like looks braided, you know. And I kind of looked at it. It looks like a decanter, and then the tag said "Sake decanter," and it's made in Japan. Stamped. It's not. It's stamped, personally done. It was just too cool. I thought, yeah, it's probably $15-20 the garage sale. It was $5, so I was like, yeah, I'm getting there. And this is another thing I found the day before. I think it was on Saturday, and it's a, golfers know, it's a golf flag, and it's from the 2001 World Golf Championships. I'm almost certain Tiger Woods won this one, and I don't. It said World Championship picture in the title of the tag. It was $15. It didn't say anything about autographs in it. I don't know if they just didn't see him, but there's 11 autographs on here. It's been in the garage sale for a couple days even, and I mean Billy Mayfair. Jim Furyk got second. Steve Stricker. I don't recognize all these names. I don't recognize any of them. I don't think this might be Tiger Woods, but I don't think it is. I looked his auto up and I don't think it's on there, but still, 11 golfers from. If you hit the World Golf Championships, I mean you're in the top tier because that's the only ones that get invited. And I think this may have been one of the first years they did it too. So, $15. Yes, please. And I looked across after I got my boot done. I was taking a video of it, and I looked across and I saw 78's cheap pointing down, and found more 78's. These books have 10 to 12 a piece in them. Early 1900's, a lot of them are 1920's. Victor, the old RCA logo on there, and before RCA guys bought them out. And it's all like traditional. It's nothing most people would like. 78's they play real fast, but they had $1 on each book. There was 10 of them, so $10. I got 100. I think I counted 110 more albums. But I mean, it's hard not to. 10 cents a piece. Anyway, now they just find me. I have another video that I'll show you. I have to break it up, and I've got more. And then I went to a guy's yard sale treasure maps. I saw a guy and he was selling comics and records, and I got my buddy loved David Allen Coe, and he's so raunchy, nasty, but you know this will sell because someone loves that. And I got this for myself. Bluegrass music. Bill Monroe and his Bluegrass Boys. Well, Bill Monroe is the creator of bluegrass, basically, and he's the best mandolin player. He's just so good. I can't wait to listen to this. And these were all $1. I probably could have talked them down. Actually, I did. I had 6 of them. Yeah, 6 records. I asked him, I go, all right, can I pick out, he had $1 on comic books. I go, can I pick out, I had 6 already, can I pick out 5 for 10? They're like, yeah. So I got 1 for free, and it wasn't that big a deal. George Harrison, another George Harrison. I'm a big George Harrison Beatles fan. Chet Atkins, which anybody knows anything about guitar playing, he's just one of the best. And another Chet Atkins. So I spent $10, and I don't know anything about comic books, but I always liked the Flash. I always thought he was so cool. I mean, he's so fast, he slows down time. I mean, what's good of Superman flying if he can go faster around the world in like a second? Flash. The Avengers. This is what, I can't tell how old it is. 85. X-Men Adventures. X-Men. I don't know. So I just got a few things there just to at a garage sale. I probably shouldn't have bought because I have enough records as it is. But these are some of the things that I got, and some of the things I sold at my garage sale. I ended up selling $250 at the garage sale. Spent $50. So, and I didn't put a lot of money into most of that stuff, so I probably cleared $150. So that was a pretty good deal. It was a lot of work, but I also got rid of a lot of stuff that I didn't want. So I'll have another follow-up video to show you another garage sale I got. An amazing amount of stuff. The guy was having a moving sale, but it's going to take too long for me to go through all this stuff. So grind on, friends. Keep hustling. So 50 cents.
Just make it $6.
$6 for all this stuff here. That's not enough, my friend. I'm gonna give you more money than that. Bye. Bye from Bluegrass Pickers. Stay tuned.